Shoulder, Legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to Let's Roleplay Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, Dusk's Tale. We're here with Dusk in the wreck of some large plane that, supposedly had been dragging along the ground for quite a way. Yeah. We're inside of it at the moment, and in the last we dealt with a shocker that did quite a bit of damage to us overall, which we're not super happy about. We have already taken some painkillers, or rather, maybe we haven't. We certainly need to, as our pain is going to be causing us a whole heap of distress at the moment. So let's go ahead and start off by having some codeine here, which should help with that. We could have morphine. Could. You know what, that will help us with the pain, so yes, let's go ahead and use that there. And our pain certainly will start to drop. We are pain resistant and we have quick pain recovery, so I think in combination with that, we should be looking pretty good. We'll see. It'll take a little while as it starts to take effect. We can see it starting to drop now. And we're going to hold off eating just for a little bit as well. So, we can go down here. I don't know what we're going to find. It could just be a tiny little space, or there could be a whole heap to it. We need to be a little cautious, and we're probably going to need to try and bandage ourselves, at least a little bit. We do have some antiseptic, but right now I think we're probably going to be okay with just going with the bandages. So, let's go for our most injured parts. We'll start off with our torso, and we'll go down throughout our arms now, just one by one, making sure that they're going to be okay. And our final leg there, we should be looking good across the board. Our head's going to recover before long. So with that, we are going to have a little bit of a peek down the stairs. We should be in a pretty good mood, I believe. Yup, so it would seem. Let's do that peek. Okay, so immediately there's no trouble. That's good. We will take that as we step into the lower area. This is, of course, a cargo hold, and we can see a whole heap of cargo, but most of it's probably just going to be clothing, things that people had, in their suitcases to go on holiday. They picked a poor time, unfortunately. And yeah, there is a lot here. Now, there could be some good things behind these closed metal doors. However, we're not going to be able to get through those without some kind of cutting tool, which we're kind of looking for. We can make a makeshift welder easily enough, but you know, if we could find one, that would also be nice as well. And that's the main reason that we're heading down to this town at the moment, heading down towards this garage here. There's a hardware store as well, so there's a strong chance that either of those will have what we want. There's a toxic waste dump on the outside of town, so we probably want to be cautious of that. We're going to start to make our way down towards this restaurant and then try and just navigate to this one here. We might just be able to go down around the subway station, but subway stations can be quite dangerous in and of themselves. Let's get ready to move. We've left some casings behind, and I think that's okay. We don't have to worry about that too much considering the massive amount of ammunition that we have access to. I think we're just going to stay around about this kind of level of sight, as it's going to get to morning very soon. Let's start to make our way down, heading south. Bridget following us. We've spotted a zombie dog, which we can quickly dispatch. Our poison doing its work as we bite in with our fangs. We have a small mouth bass. And this is the subway station in question. Okay, just ease our way around this. We're not hearing anything else right now. There is a zombie cop down there, which, you know what, we will dispatch. See if they had anything interesting. Riot helmet. No, they did not have anything that we want. And that's the park. So let's avoid the others for now, Bridget. No need to go running off towards them. And yes, let's head to the road and then to the west. Ah, little bit of trouble along the way. Nothing we can't handle. We'll just quickly check each of them as we move past. Okay, well, we don't want to get bogged down by them, but I think they're starting to smell us. We'll let them get a little closer. Alright, I think we should be safe to dispatch them. A laptop computer and some clean water. Alright, we'll go ahead and just pick up the clean water. The rest can stay with them. Ooh, nice bite. Okay, didn't do too much to our torso though. It did hit. Okay, alright. Nice. You know what? I'm tempted to take it because, believe it or not, quite good at improving your mood. So we'll go ahead and keep a hold of that for now. And I will dream about how much I want to have throwing knives and how we will most certainly make them to be able to deal with creatures like that. Ideally, we'll just be able to walk on past that one. And it seems like we can for now. And let's have a look in this hardware store if we can. So, whole heap of things on the outside. Most of that is going to be raw resources. Those are resources that we can use to make a welder, should we not be able to find one. Yep, a whole range of good stuff. But as we look at heading down inside, we should find some actual tools in here. So, let's see. Well, okay. That's already a great start. An electric jackhammer. It does use a UPS, but we might be able to do something with that. It's one of many, actually. It seems like there are 3 here. And there's a pickaxe as well. Well, okay, so we might be able to get into the bottom of that thing after all. A pickaxe is probably worth us grabbing because it's not that heavy. The electric jackhammer is also really good. Actually, this is a regular gas jackhammer. I wonder if that would be better than the electric. Well, ideally, we'll have enough to be able to utilize that. So let's just go ahead and move that off for now. I think we're going to start dragging that thing around. Electric jackhammer. Yes. Stop for a second. Okay, so the garage is just to the south here. Let's see how dangerous these streets are. As we make our way out here, we're pretty quiet. And this is the garage that we're after. Okay, let's just go the other way for now, Bridget. That sounds like a good plan, huh? Okay, we've got some sealed windows. But we do have a crank and a shocker nearby. Okay. Let's open this thing up, and we will close it once we get inside because we don't want that shocker sneaking up on us. So, we should, well, at the very least, we have the welding mask and the goggles. So, let's just have a look and see what the kind of quality of those is like. Get items. You have a glare protection of 3. We'll go ahead and take you. And I think you're just a glare protection of 2. But there are welding tanks here, and there's an acetylene torch. So that's perfect. That's exactly what we're after. Glare protection of 2. Yeah. So let's grab the acetylene torch. We'll grab the welding tank, and ideally grab those 2 as well. Yes, we are going to be over encumbered, but that's just something that we're going to have to accept as a thing here. Get items, scrap metal, that motor oil, and some BBs. Okay. Welding and metallurgy. We'll just kind of go through here, see if there's anything that we can immediately make use of. There's some jacks, an electric polisher, some nice wide wheels. Okay, 2 hammers, a steel jerry can. Alright. And there we go, some more welding tanks. Fantastic. We'll make sure that we grab all of those if possible. And another 2. Fantastic. Make sure that they're both taken. Okay. And another 2. Bloody brilliant. Okay, so we're probably going to try and keep those welding tanks to actually using things on our vehicle. We'll just use the pickaxe to break through walls. And I'm kind of okay with us doing that rather than using the electric jackhammer. I'll see if we can haul that along with us, but it's not a absolute must-have. Yeah. Alright, let's start making our way along. We've got a boomer there. Alright, looks like we're going to have a little bit of an encounter here. Yep. 1, 2, 3. And we're good. Okay, there's that bloated one. Right, we're going to start dragging this. Stop moving items. No, we're going to ignore that for now as we make our way out of here. And heading up this direction here. Now, do we want to... Ooh, giant wasp. It's a little less than I want. Yeah, let's go around that, thank you. Yeah, so it's going to be a bit of hauling. Taking up more time. That's okay. We'll ignore that zombie, thank you. Ideally. And just carry on our own way. Not wanting to get too close to the shocker. Let's head up and around. We're going to have to do a lot of ignoring, unfortunately. What's the condition of this bike? Wheels aren't good. That's fine. Now, we could just try and give some things to Bridget to carry, but, you know, I think we're going to be alright. We'll head up in this direction here, towards the crashed airliner, and, yeah, I would like to try and see what's beneath. And we can do that with the pickaxe. We don't need the torches, we can leave that stuff outside. But we want to have this popping along with us. There we go. So, let's go ahead and drop the torches. Welding tank, and under tools, we're going to drop the acetylene torch. Now, how are we looking after dropping all of that? We're looking fine. Okay, good. So stop hauling for now. And, yeah. We do have the pickaxe in here. Yes, we do. Fantastic. Okay, let's get back inside this thing. Where is our entrance? There is a better one up here. Okay. So we'll pop back for those things as we need them. But we'll just head down below for now. And yeah, let's see if we can do some... Actually, you know what? Can we dig through the metal wall? I think because it's concrete we can sometimes, but I don't know. Let's just go ahead and wield the pickaxe for now and see what our options are. Just drop that rapier. Okay. Yeah. Mine through the door. Okay. Yep, it takes us a while to be able to do it, but it's free. Okay, we are... Oh. Damn. I'm imagining it's probably the same on the other side as well, but hey, now we know. Unfortunate. But, yeah, that's okay. Store that back into the hiking backpack. And, yeah, Taylor's kit, we need to give that some thread, because we need to fix this hiking backpack, because I'm a little nervous with its, yeah, it's not doing too well at the moment. And I think we probably have some thread back. Back in the vehicle. And it's nice and bright outside. Nice and bright indeed. Okay, let's just have a look and see how we're doing. Yeah, we're not going to have anything to eat yet. Dusk, unfortunately, is going to be a little hungry for a while. And let's go grab these things here. I don't know if it's worth us getting, like, overweight with them. So can we just take the tanks? The tanks are going to be a little bit more than we want. So let's just take the torch and we'll haul everything else. I think it'll be the fastest way to do it. So we're going to be hauling it back in the direction of our vehicle, which unfortunately is kind of stuck over here. Yeah. It's a ways to go, but it's a way that we've already been along. So yeah, one of the reasons why we wanted to get back to the Toad was so that we could get the electric jackhammer, so that we could get into the basement and, you know, actually install these CBMs. We don't need to rush back to the Toad just yet. We can go back down to the science lab. We can get those CBMs installed. Well, the power storage at the very least. But I don't think we have those on us at the moment. I think all that stuff has been returned to the vehicle. So I guess we're going back anyway. Well, let's make it happen. So, it's going to be quite the journey. Like I said, it is a journey that we've made once before, so I'm confident that we can make it again. And honestly, fastest way is probably going to be just trying to move through the forest here. So that is my intention. If anything wild or interesting happens along the way, of course I will pop on back. And you know what? I think we're going to have to deal with a few zombies before we do get to move. Or maybe, just maybe, it'll be completely fine because, well, Bridget is here to take care of us. Well, congratulations, Dusk, you have made it back. It's been quite the journey, and as you can see, most of our limbs have been, healing rather nicely. It's good to be back here, and let's quickly go and dispatch this foe here as we make our way in. We've got some work to do on this thing. Now, let's see, items on the ground. We do have the large storage battery right there. Let's go ahead and examine this vehicle, and we're going to have a look at installing this thing. As to where we install it, let's see. I mean, here is pretty safe. It's underneath of our seat here. I would hope that it would be safe here. Alright, so, are we going to be able to install it here or not? Let's just search for battery. So it is a large storage battery. We need to charge our acetylene torch. So let's have a look at that and get that charged up. So we're going to go ahead and reload you. We will reload you with the big tank first of all. And that should be that. If we go back to install, we should have the necessary strength to be able to do it. That we do. Let's get installing. 4 minutes for us to be able to do this. We're going to cross our fingers. Yay, nay, oh no. Okay, strength assisted 40. We do not have the required strength at the moment. Okay. And we don't have a tool that can lift. Right, 40. That's a lot more than we were hoping for. I guess because it is a large battery, it is going to be that much more heavy. God damn it, we are constantly thrown back by this. Well, I mean, how strong are you, Bridget? Just out of curiosity. Well, we're not going to get 20 strength each. That's just not going to happen. God damn it. Well, the only thing I can think of is taking it apart so that we can get another battery. Disassemble it into its parts and get 2 batteries out of it. If that's something that we can do, I don't know if it is. What would we get? Well, yeah, what would we get out of this? We would get 2 storage batteries back, potentially. Our focus is pretty terrible at the moment. Yeah. The pain isn't helping with that. You know what? I think we just need to take a little bit more in the way of painkillers. We'll take some codeine, which will help our pain subside a bit more. Our focus isn't going to be great. I think we'll still succeed regardless of that, but yeah, it's frustrating all the same. I think that's our option right now. Do it. Feel tired, stop disassembly. Yes, it would make sense for us to do that. The real frustrating thing is I want to get this battery installed before we sleep. We've already started it, so I think it's going to be bad no matter what the case is. Let's see. Okay, well, it didn't say that we failed anything there. Get items. Okay, we've got some ultralight disposable there. Oh, right, of course, they're going to be on the ground. Okay, yeah, they are. Okay, so I guess we're just going to have to put that one back in and not go for large. Not yet, but soon. God damn. Okay, yeah, assisted 20. We can manage that. Let's go ahead and get this thing hooked back up in here. Wow, and that's the one that's draining. Course it is. Course it is. God damn it. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, so we need to get the draining one away from here for now, because it's just gonna try and install that one first for whatever reason. I think, yeah. Yes, I realize that. Okay, let's go ahead and move it away. Just drag it far enough away that we're not gonna use it. Ah, dear. Thank you, Bridget. We are going to need your assistance here. We will sleep. Believe me, it's going to feel amazing after all of this. Examine that vehicle. Let's get that installed. Okay, there we go. Now this one can actually charge up just fine. Oh boy, we've deserved this sleep. Let's go ahead and try and have it. Can we just crouch down in here? We can, okay. Let's give that a go, Dusk. Are we going to be able to sleep? We're dead tired, so I gotta think maybe yes. And we try to sleep, and sure enough we do. And as we sleep, our wounds will slowly start to seal back up. And we have a vivid dream of life in a cave. Yeah. Oh, we're addicted to painkillers. Well, we'll see how long that lasts. We've got the shakes. Yeah, we've been through a lot in the last few days, Dusk. And we wake up. It is too bright to sleep. And I'm actually kind of glad that we woke up now. It does mean that we can make a little bit more of the day. So let's go ahead and start by storing some things inside. So we want to move this scrap to be over with the laser rifle and all the other bits and pieces that are down there. Let's have a look at you. Electric jackhammer will go. Ah, right, of course. Well, I guess we'll just try and see if we can place you in here for now. In the vehicle. Yes, we can. Fantastic. Okay, and then it's going to be having a look on the ground. It's over here. We still want you, battery. Believe it or not, even though you are damaged. We'll see if we can do something better with you. We might just be able to try and break it down into smaller batteries and then use those, because this is a... Well, I guess it's a storage battery. If we take it apart, it'll yield some scrap metal. Yeah, we might be able to make another from that, but for now we won't risk it. Plus, we're really tired. We don't want to have to worry about it, so we'll close that up for now. Right, we can't swap positions with you. Oh, because you're asleep, Bridget. Okay, you're asleep in the seat that we need to drive, and let's just see how the shakes will be affecting us. An opiate withdrawal. So I think that could have been from the one-time use of morphine, or it could have been from the combination of that and codeine. Possibly. Oh, that is some serious minus to our dexterity. We're just going to have to try and ride this thing out, as much as that sucks. Yeah, vomiting, frequent cravings. Dusk, this isn't going to be as fun. No. Alright, well look, while we're here, let's see. Those are what we're wanting to install. We just need to get back to where we want to be. Let's look at dropping off all of those welding tanks. We'll actually drop off the... where are you? Our torch. Why can I not see you? Yeah, I can't see it at all. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and drop them off in there for now. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, it will still be here. Do I have any thread here by chance? We do not have any thread to reload it. Yeah, I'm a little nervous about that. Well, Bridget, sorry, gotta wake you up. Let's go. Okay. Oh, you just say bye. Well, that's alright. Let's have a look at the condition of the vehicle. 6%, surely that's enough to drive on. Yeah. 2 days until full, so it's going to take a while for that to charge back up. But we really only need to get over to that position there. Let's see if it's going to be able to do that. We'll drive away, and sure enough, we can see that we have actually left the torch behind. So it's a good thing that we checked. We're overburdened. We'll go ahead and just pop that up here. And acetylene torch. Fantastic. All right, you're going to close that one? Not for now. All right. And let's see. We're very hungry at this stage, but okay, cool. We can eat. Let's just have one thing of crackling and ignore the giant wasps as we attempt to drive away from them. Let's just have a look at the vehicle, examining it. Okay, so 1 season until full. We should be able to maintain our current speed. I know I've said that before and it hasn't worked out that way. I'm just going to hope that I'm correct this time. Let's have a drink of water while we're here. Wow, that took a lot longer than I thought to drink that. Let's never do that ever again. Because That took us long to drink. Oh boy, we've got a whole party here. 3 days until full. Battery is at 4% still, so that's an okay amount of charge, because it is a very large battery. Let's just zoom past all of that. That's a lot. It's a lot of dead. What's the condition of this vehicle's batteries, I wonder? Probably rather good. Swappable storage battery case. Swappable storage battery is really good. Okay, you know what? Let's pull that handbrake. How bad is everything here at the moment? Maybe not too bad. Yeah, actually, you know what? That giant horde isn't following us yet, so I think we'll be okay. 2 swappable storage batteries in really good condition. That I am a fan of. And plus, it'll take us just a second to take them out of here because they're swappable storage batteries. But where are they going to be? They are going to be... Seriously, where are you going to be hiding? There we go. Take you. We need to have 20 strength. Okay, so Bridget, hop on over here, please. You will be assisting us now. Let's go ahead and haul that thing out of here. And on the other side, there we go. So to make a swappable storage battery case, I don't think that actually takes all that much for us to do. Because I don't think we can just install them as is. Oh, they are just storage batteries. Yeah, you know what? We might be able to do that. Let's jump back into the vehicle for now, just so that we're at least a little bit more safe. We should have access to the acetylene torch, so yeah, let's just have a look at adding another one of those in here. 4 minutes. Boomer spotted. Stop interacting with the vehicle. Yes. Is it coming for us, though? Yes, it undoubtedly is. Okay. Yeah, that was loud. Unfortunately, there is a brute nearby. Although, it doesn't seem to be paying us any mind. So that's good. Let's just leave it at that. And let's try that again. Storage battery. All we need is 4 minutes. Oh, far out. Come on. Why are we installing the draining one? That's fine. We can take it out easy enough. So we'll go ahead and put the good one in there. All right, we are sorted for batteries now. We've got heaps of charge. Okay, and let's go ahead and remove the stupid draining one. Okay, so that did fall to the floor. We'll make sure that we actually just pick that back up real quick and place it into here. We'll do something with that eventually, but for now we have a fully working Toad with a whole heap of battery. Even though it says 68% battery, there's 68% of 80,000 and then another bit on top of that, so a lot of charge. Nothing for us to worry about. Now the UPS that is in that electric jackhammer, we could try to recharge that if we build a recharger. It's worth considering, but honestly right now, pickaxe is pretty good too. And that's what we're going to be taking down here into the lab to get fueled up. So, we'll stop driving here. You know what? It's probably even worth us having a look at taking some of the solar panels off the vehicle over here and attaching them to ours. Let's do it, just in the with the idea of us having a whole heap of energy. Because remember, we do have those laser weapons. We could try to attach them to our vehicle, although from what I've been from last time, it stopped working after a little while, I think. So yeah, it might not work out for us. Okay, so you have a storage battery that also works. Fantastic. We could look at taking you wherever you are, storage battery. And these are upgraded solar panels as well, which is very nice. We can probably actually repair some of the others as well. So we'll take that storage battery, drag that over to here, and let's have a look at taking some of the other stuff. I'm tempted to have an umbrella to just stop the hurt that we're currently undergoing. Do we have any kind of umbrella amongst all of our things here? No. That's fine. We'll accept it and move on. Dusk, we're just going to have to take a bit of pain right now. Examine that vehicle, and we're just going to go through bit by bit, removing these solar panels. And it's going to take time for us to be able to do this. Which, you know what? We're just going to have to be okay with. So, I'm going to take all of the good ones to begin with, and then we'll have a look afterwards at taking some of the, less than acceptable panels. I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, we have how many solar panels? 5. Excellent, so we can install 5 upgraded solar panels on here. Well, that's the idea, and it's going to take 48 minutes for us to do that, so this is going to be a project for the rest of the day at this stage. Let's get it underway. Okay, I'd like to install this battery, but unfortunately we are a little too tired at this stage, so I think we're going to call that a day when dealing with all of this stuff, but we are going to be heading back down into the lab to have a little bit of a sleep, and so we might as well take the CBMs as well. So let's have a look at grabbing all of those. We want to take the metabolic interchange. We also want to take the... Do we want to take cerebral booster? We'll take it and we'll consider it. We'll take the power storage. Heat drain. We could look at that. Inflicting a small amount of extra damage. Ooh. Yes, I like that. Okay, nice, cool. The battery system, we'll come back to that as a maybe. So we'll get loaded up on all of those. We have, I believe, everything that we would need. We have the pickaxe, we have a whole heap of grenades, we have a lot of ammunition and weapons and things that we probably don't need to be holding on to right now. But, well, that's all good. And we should have some anesthesia still as well. We do, fully charged. Okay, so down we go. Back into the lab. While dead tired, we are looking first of all, and most importantly, for just a general bed. So let's see if we can come across something like that. Some of these doors have been closed by Bridget once we first came into here, so we'll just need to go through again a little on the cautious side, just making sure that we're not going to walk into any terrible trouble. But we did use the science ID card here, so we have had our turrets deactivated. You still following okay? There you are. Fantastic, Bridget. We are feeling very, very tired. Come on, bedroom. We just need one of you. And there we go. Lots of lights in here though, so we'll need to deal with those. Turn off our own light as we destroy all of these to make it nice and sleepable. Why is it still so bright in here? What the hell is going on? Is the light coming through there? Coming through the door? No. Where the hell are these other lights? Why is it so bright in here? You know what? I don't think we're going to mind. Let's just try and sleep for a while. Yes, we will not set an alarm. We start trying to fall asleep and, yep, there we go. So, we'll let Dusk have some more of a sleep. Still feeling anxious without those painkillers, but yeah, we'll stay off them for now if we can. And I'll see you once we awake. And we awake. We did have a bit of a sleep there. We are still tired, and that's okay. Manageable. We are going to have something to eat quickly, just some of that crackling, have some clean water, and we are still very hungry at this stage. The crackling doesn't give us much. We do have some peanuts, but I don't think we can eat them just as is. Yeah, our carnivorous self isn't so happy with that. And satisfied. Good. That I will take. So, we need to find ourselves our operation theater. Are you asleep there, Bridget? You are. Yeah, for the sake of not losing you, I'm sorry, Bridget. We need you to wake up. Let's go. And you're not screaming at the moment, so yeah, I guess you're okay with it for now. Alright. So we need to rediscover where we want to be. Okay. I'm trying to remember if it was on this level or if it was on the bottom. Honestly, I think it could have been on the bottom. It was, from memory, in the north. Yeah. So maybe not on this level. I tell you what, it's going to take me a second or two to find it, so I'll be back once we rediscover that thing. Ah, yes, here we are, where we attempted to kind of blow things up. So apparently this one here could also potentially open that. Does mean that we'd need to deal with these foes here, which, you know what, we can do, or at the very least we can try that. So, Bridget, glad we have you along for the ride. Let's try to open all doors. The doors are opened. Let's get to work. We managed to poison the cyborg, and Bridget very quickly dealing with the one down there. Let's make sure that we whack these corpses so that they remain deceased as we move towards the others. A nice critical there. Quickly takes out that one. And the same thing with the next. Alright. There we go. And over here. There we go. So, is the door open? Indeed it is. For better or for worse, it's open. And here we are on the auto dock once again. We have our doctor's badge on, but there is nothing here to help us this time. We are by ourselves and, well, let's see how this will be. Operator missing. Yes, I realize there is a strong chance for an accident here. Let's see. Choose module to install. Okay, so power storage CBM. 2% chance of failure. That's pretty good. We can go with that. The metabolic interchange, 10. So there is a chance that we could screw something up here. We're not going to install the cerebral booster. That's a little bit too much of a potential issue for us. So let's go start off with the power storage CBM. Yes, we shall attempt it. Roll those dice, and we've successfully installed it, which that's increased our potential power up to 100. We have power now. How much power do the bionic claws need to retract? 25 joules. So, okay, that's an acceptable amount. We can make that work. Now, here we go again. We're going to look at installing the metabolic interchange CBM with a 10% failure chance. Here we go. Don't fail, come on. This does take longer. And it has been installed successfully, but I think, I was going to say, we decided to sleep through that. I'm not sure where Bridget's gone, but, I'm sure it's fine. Yay, under operation is gone. Because I guess the autodock was able to finish its operation this time. Good. Very good. Now, we have the ability to make power. So, let's do it. We're going to go into our CBMs, we're going to turn on our metabolic interchange, and we're going to start developing some power. We only need 25 joules to be able to do this, so let's go up until we have, let's say, 50, so we can do it twice. Then we're going to go ahead and just turn it off, like so. Yeah, there we go. And we didn't end up being too hungry from that or anything. You know what, we could probably just see about getting it to 100. What happens then? Wait a little bit more. Okay, fantastic. It turns off not to waste calories. Brilliant. Hey. Good freaking stuff. So that's just taking the food that was in our stomach and turning it into power that's being stored that will allow us to extend and retract our bionic claws that are now welded into our hands. I mean, it's pretty freaking cool. The only potential issue here is the rapier. We don't want to lose it, so we're not going to be using this down here. The only other thing is the heat exchange CBM. Do we want to try and install that? That's a 13% chance of a failure. I would be okay with us attempting this one. because that will just allow us to generate heat, generate power from attacking things. And I kind of like the idea of us sapping the strength of our enemies. Let's roll the dice. I know 13% is a small percentage, but there are some big side effects that can come from us screwing up. Yes, hence why we will not be taking the 32% chance. That is really not worth it. Okay, so there we go. Let's have a look at those bionics again. Heat drain, let's turn it on. So now we're draining the heat of our enemies. And Bridget is just hanging out there, and Bridget's asleep yet again. Oh, Bridget, I'm so sorry. We keep on waking you up. We've got one last thing of crackling. Let's go ahead and just munch on down on that. I think we do have, we have our, I think under here somewhere. Oh, do we not have our MREs with us? I suppose we don't. Well, they'll be back in the vehicle. Sure, and that's where we need to go. So Bridget, I'm really sorry. Wake up, please. We need to get a move on. Sorry. And yes, we're going to be hearing noises from above. Let's get back up to the surface where we've done what we came to do here. And now we need to start heading back towards Stewartstown. Yeah. All right, we've arrived back up on the surface at night. Let's see how the vehicle is doing. 76% power, that's pretty freaking nice. We are stronger now as well, so if we activate the reading light doesn't have any charge. Do we have any other batteries for the reading light in here? Purely just because, nope, we're all out. That's fine. We've spotted a pit bull, just don't bother us and we'll be okay. I want to try and install the kind of final storage battery in here. It still floats, which is good. That's something that we probably should have been checking along the way, that we were going to have enough flotation still. And I think, putting those extra holes on, it has helped make a difference. Yeah. The only other thing that I'd like to try and install on here is, a turret. Using the laser pistol, perhaps, or the laser rifle. It did kind of get screwy last time, but there's a chance that it's been fixed since that point. So if we had a look up here, and just do a quick search for turret mount. Okay, so for us to be able to make a turret mount, what do we need? Okay, a turret mount just needs pipes, tiny electric motors, okay. A fair amount of scrap metal or chunks of steel, but we can get a lot of those from here, from frames and all the rest. What would we get from the engine in this thing? And where was the engine? Electric motor. So we want tiny electric motors, which I feel like if we took apart one of the larger ones, we'd get a smaller one, quite possibly. Can we get rid of this in the darkness? No, we do need to be able to see. Well, let's just experiment with that. I'm pretty sure we could also get the electric motors from the... Stop interacting, ignore. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we could get them from the robots downstairs. So, we have an electric motor. This would give us what? Solder, amplifier circuits, copper wire, some bearings. And I don't think we can just make an electric motor on the go. Turns out we can. So it was tiny electric motors that we needed, right? Or was it small? Let's just have a quick look. Turret mount. Yup, tiny electric motors. Totally doable. So let's have a look about cutting this into little bits and pieces, ignoring the trouble outside, hoping that we get everything back from this, and it looks like we did. Okay. Tiny electric motor. So we just need some scrap metal. Okay, well, we know we can find a lot of scrap metal. There's a whole heap of it down here. And it's a very short drive for us to be able to do that. What I'm going to do though is grab the other engine out of this just so we can take that apart as well. Just for parts. Ignore the dog. It seems to be ignoring us for now. And we're going to go ahead and cut up the electric motor here. Trying to get some lumps of steel back from that, because that's actually kind of what we needed. Actually, the lumps of steel we could use. And we failed to get a fair amount of that there. Yeah, we'll just keep the lump of steel for now. Let's haul it up until this point here, and then we're just going to chuck everything into here. Bearings and all the rest, move it across. And Bridget, you stay nice and secure there. We're going to go turn this thing on, and we're going to roll away and roll down towards the very, very large crash. You know what? We don't even need to go to the crash. We just need to go in the direction of where the crash was, which, if we start heading along this way here, we're going to hit it eventually. Let's just see, do we have working headlights still? Let's turn on those headlights, and sure enough, we do. We spot a cattle dog out here. Okay, and we've run over some ammunition. Okay, so we're still a little bit ahead of it. Let's just go turn the vehicle down. Start to make our way further along here. And obviously our memory of the area has slipped during the day, and that's fine. So as long as we're heading down from this point, eventually we're going to start seeing where, there it is, where this thing dropped. So let's stop driving here, turning off the headlights, jumping out the vehicle. And we have our entrenching tool still, so let's just see, are we going to get anything from the metal wreckage here? Doesn't look like we are, but there's a lot of just scrap metal around anyway, so we should just be able to go and pick that up. And yeah, we are going to be able to do that. So let's go start collecting. Alright, we have a fair few chunks of steel now. We're just going to turn on the light here. We could probably get away with turning on the dome lights. Let's just have a look at 81% battery. Let's see. Oh no, we want to remember the vehicle, that's for sure. But we want to control multiple electronics, turn on the dome lights, and I think we're okay. 1 year until empty. That sounds pretty good to me. Let's hope that sticks. So let's go to tiny electric motor. So we want to make 2 of these if possible. 42 minutes for us to be able to do that. Let's go use the chunks of steel that we have on our person, and we'll go ahead and dispose of our wielded rapier and start working. We're just going to drop it on the ground, get to work on this, and just like that, we have our tiny electric motors. So next step for us is jumping back and having a look for turret control mount. So we just need some pipes and springs. Springs shouldn't be too difficult for us to find. We can make springs with the equipment that we have back at home, but springs can be found in many things. And I'm sure that we'll be able to find it amongst even some of the equipment that we have. But the pipes I think we can find by just heading back towards our, the big old crash here. So once again, allow me just a moment. Well, all that we are missing now is a spring. A spring we should be able to get by taking apart a seat. We don't need to have both of these seats. Yeah, I think we can do without it for now. So let's have a look at removing one of these seats here. We'll go with this one here in the back. We're gonna have to remove the safety belt first. Zombie spotted. Okay. We're gonna ignore it in the hopes that Bridget's going to be able to do something about that. Let's maybe intervene. We don't want Bridget smashing through the window. Yeah, but that is a safety belt undone, and there we go. Let's get that seat out of there. Alright, so that seat should be just beneath us now. Yeah, there is a bit of a hole in the ground, that's okay. Let's see, 2 springs. That would be fantastic if possible. And there we go. We have everything we need to get this done. So let's have a look at getting this installed. I will be surprised if it still works. I don't think it will, but well, I guess we'll find out. First thing we need to do, though, is make the turret mount. And sure enough, we can. It is going to take an hour. We will use the pipes on our person, first of all, and we start to work on it. Now, it tumbles into the Toad's reclining seat. Let's go get items. or are you on the ground? You are on the ground. We pick it up. Okay, alright, well, let's go ahead and activate that then. You're going to be under other. We're not wielding it currently, so where is our in-progress turret mount? Somewhere. Okay, it is in other. So, in progress, there we go. We got there. Something is hindering our hands, and that will be, of course, our buckler. We're going to need both to be able to actually wield this thing, it would seem. So, activate, work on that craft, and sure enough, we are getting this thing done. So, 70%, 80%, 90%, and we are done. Alright, so we want to install it right above our head here. Let's examine the vehicle. That's where we want it to go, just on that one there. Turret mount? Yes, please. We'll go ahead and get that thing installed, and then let's see, what do we want to install on the turret mount is the next question. We have access to many guns in here. The laser pistol would be great if we could. Whether or not we can, I'm not sure, but it's worth us attempting. So let's see, you are the square in which we have the turret mount. What options do we have for installing weapons here? If any. Utility, hull, internal, other. Let's just do a quick search for turret. Okay, nothing. We have a turret mount here. It might be that the solar panel is potentially where we would install a weapon. Let's have a look on a square where we don't have one installed at the moment. And just search for turret. Okay, turret mount. There might be a different way in which we interact with the turrets now. No, it doesn't seem to. Let's just go ahead and control multiple electronics. No. Control vehicle. Yeah. Nothing there about the actual turret mount itself, which it is on there. Disable cruise control. Huh. I guess that's kind of handy. Yeah, but nothing else there that would immediately help us. And nothing that I see that kind of works in collaboration with the turret mount. I mean, part of me wants to install it just on the front of the vehicle, but we've got it there now. Yeah, I'm just going to have a look down the all real quick. Nope, unfortunately not seeing anything there. So, well, I guess that's that for the time being. It wasn't the major project of today. Today was all about, well, getting those blades in our arms working, and now we actually have a chance to try them out. We do need to make our way back towards Stewartstown, and how I am tempted to do that. We did have a whole heap of people down here by the garage and by the hardware store. Maybe, just maybe, we'd have a chance to test out our skill. I think it's worth it, right? Surely. So we'll go ahead and start making our way down towards the town. And I think we'll probably go ahead and park around about here. We've got a giant wasp nearby that we need to be a little wary of. And I think we want to go ahead and just drop our hiking backpack here, so we're not carrying anywhere near as much. I don't think there's anything that we can have a drink of, which is unfortunate, but we're going to tell Bridget to guard here. And Bridget seems to be doing just that. As we jump out of here, Bridget's just going to... Bridget's going to go somewhere. Where is Bridget going? You're going after... I don't know what. Bridget, following in for a moment. I think we're going to have to give Bridget some special commands here. Let's see. Bridget, temporarily... No, I don't think there's anything in there specifically, but unfortunately her guarding is going to have her heading off in a very unhelpful position. You know what? Fine, Bridget. It's going to be dangerous, I warn you that much. We're going to start to run into a fair bit of trouble down here. We've got a Screecher, a few others, okay. It's nothing too dangerous at this stage, but I know that we saw a whole heap in town. Looks like we're going to have to deal with those wasps first as well. Let's just see what we're looking like overall. Pretty good. I wouldn't mind having, or rather wearing our buckler still, if we can. Let's go ahead and put that on and see if we are able to extend those blades of ours, huh? We jump into our bionic claws, on. You activate your bionic claws and oh, look at those babies. We got ourselves some claws. And yeah, that took us barely anything to activate. Well, let's see how the wasp fights. We do want to make sure that we're using a decent fighting style. The question is, what's going to be best for us here? Honestly, brawling might be the best kind of move for us. Yeah, let's see. It's now nice and close, and we trip the wasp for 34 damage. We sink our fangs into it, and the wasp dies after we poison it. Let's move further into the town here. We've got a zombie technician, a Kevlar zombie, okay. A few for us to test ourselves against. No shockers, which is great. We do have a bloated zombie that's going to cause us a little bit of trouble, so we'll let the wasp, engage that first. Looks like Bridget's starting to catch up. We're going to, well, it's going to say we're going to lose our sight for a moment. Oh, and we did. That's okay, we'll just wait. Take down that listener as we send them reeling with 77 damage. That's pretty good. Yeah, so I think we can safely head over towards here because we don't have any shockers. Good. Very good. Let's get the attention of everyone. We'll just go ahead and just yell. Okay. Oh, we've got ourselves a survivor zombie down in that house. Okay. Alright, as the others start to filter out towards us, we ready ourselves as we trip and bite. Alright, the Screecher is the screeching as the survivor zombie moves in. Bridget's just staying at the back. No need to come towards us yet because we are doing a lot. God damn. Sending them reeling with those criticals for 66 damage on each hit there. And we're fast, we are very fast. And this is us just using brawling. We could totally try out a different style here. We are doing some serious damage. Let's just jump in real quick and see. Our heat drain is turned on. So I think we should be getting some energy from them as they come out towards us. And oh boy, there's that Kevlar Hulk. Let's start to move towards that. Okay, we trip them but do no damage. Okay, we hit them but do no damage. Oh boy. Oh, finally. After stabbing and slashing at this thing, our claws are unable to break through the Kevlar of this creature. We finally send it reeling back, doing some damage. Again, we find a little bit of impact. We hit them but do no damage yet again. But finally managed to send them reeling backwards with an uppercut. Our claws doing something. But what is the point of fighting? Our focus is slipping. We need to stay, well, calm. Bridget, I wouldn't mind if you helped fight here, but you know, maybe this is for the best. We send this thing reeling backwards again and again. We seem to be doing little damage to it, but enough. So far, it's yet to get a strike on us. But the zombie behind us grabs us. We spin around, stabbing it in the face as we roundhouse kick this Kevlar zombie back onto the pavement. We strike again and again, slowly weakening the creature until it finally starts to slow. But it still has strength left in its bones. Enough to have it fighting just that little bit longer. Finally, that creature is dead. Oh boy. Well, I wouldn't mind seeing what's in this house. We're seeing guns already, which, that's good. That is good. Bridget, we could probably have you, working on some of those bodies. I don't know if we can temporarily tell you to do them. Pulp zombies if you like. There you go. So we'll let you do your thing. You seem to be staying pretty close to us at the moment though, so that's alright also. Yeah. Stay here for now. And let's just have a quick look. See if there was anything interesting. Not immediately. But this home looks like there might be some things in here. Got a shotgun just sitting here. Handmade leather shotgun. An AK-47. Just completely, yep. Locked and loaded, ready to go. A pair of saddlebags. Okay. That would be nice. Bring that back for candy. We've got some noise coming from in here. Hi there. A terrible shriek. As we move out with our claws drawn and just go to work. Yes. Doing what we do best. An encrypted memory card and a magic 8-ball. Ooh. Okay. Sure. Let's quickly check in here. Alright, a whole heap of different clothing. Some football armor. Let's keep on moving through Dusk. And, we might have some things down there. We do have a safe that we can attempt to crack. Oh, hi there, zombie technician. Welcome. Welcome. Do you want to just pop on through here? Yeah. We'll quickly deal with you. And with that little bit of sunlight, let's keep on trying to crack this thing. We do have a stethoscope, which is in part why we're able to do this. Does seem to be taking us a while to try and crack this, though. And we have managed. Let's go ahead and open it. Ooh, a tube launcher and a garnet. Well, the garnet's worth quite a bit. The 40mm launcher is, you know, it's okay. Not terrible. I think that's just going to lead us to the outside. No, a bathroom. What do you have in the bathroom? Shaving kits. Okay, hydrogen peroxide, heartburn medicine, some multivitamins, yeah, some more codeine. We're going to try and stay away from that from now. Even the inhaler has things inside of it now. Alright, good. We don't seem to be suffering from withdrawals at the moment, so that's a good thing. Let's head down into this, wow, very large open basement. Okay. Interesting. Anything in the barrels? Homebrew beer. That one is empty, and that's dandelion wine. Well, okay. Fruit wine, spiced mead. I mean, maybe. Suppose we could. Give it a try. We can't. And I think the reason we can't is due to us being carnivorous. Do we not want to drink mead? Actually, you know what? I don't even think we picked that up then. No, we didn't. Spiced mead. Oh, right. We picked it up that time for real. There we go. Spiced mead. Drink that back. Lovely. Okay, we feel lightheaded. It did make us a little thirsty. But you know what? That's okay. There definitely weren't the overwhelming numbers that I was kind of hoping there were going to be here in the town. I mean, that's a little bit better. We're looking for a real fight, if you wouldn't mind. And that means more than one of you at a time, where possible. Bridget's helping out. As we move around, claws extended. We poison and we kill. Dusk, doing what she does best. Clearing. Some of them we are getting in one strike. Definitely the strongest that we've been yet. Get closer if you like. Alright, another two. Sure. Oh, there we go. That's where the real fun was. Excellent. Yeah, sure. Bring it, if you like. I'm not sure where Bridget's going. She's going somewhere. I think she was just running away. Which, you know what? In most circumstances, that is the smart and the correct thing to do. Hi there. Do you want to take a step outside? Come say hello. As we quickly slice our way through them, just keeping an eye on our stamina as we do. Yep, lots of one-hit kills here, but I mean, they're one hit, but we're actually doing multiple strikes in there, sinking our fangs in, sending them reeling, sinking our fangs in, sending them reeling. I mean, yeah. It's just like we bite into them, stab them with our claws, and then kick them off. Which is pretty freaking cool. And that's just with the brawling fighting style. We could experiment with some of our others. Wing Chun's quite decent. See, I don't know if that's going to work with us. Yeah, the bionic claws is not a valid weapon. Okay. It actually does kind of count our claws as weapons there. Interesting. Oh, right, we can actually see here. Moves per attack. They've got a butchering quality. And we can see their, they're bashing and they're cutting. I mean, they don't do that much, but I think where it probably makes up for it is the PS is relatively decent, and the critical is pretty decent with them as well. Super alloy blades. Yeah. That's just the averages we're looking at. Okay. Good. Let them come. Okay. Force them to the ground with 42. We'll just see how this... Yep, still seems to be doing very good. So a decent martial arts style. And it's defensive as well. And that we can stand there and let them attack themselves, pretty much. So good for one, we are surrounded, which we will be in a moment. But that is by design. As Dusk is ready to prove herself. As the corpses build up around her. One by one they fall. And we're almost building a wall. Let them come. Tipsy Dusk continues fighting. Or you're going to take a lot more to kill. But you do go down. Oh, okay. You did manage to hit us in the eyes there. Wasn't so nice. And unfortunately, we are going to get poisoned in just a moment. Bridget, hello. Well, you came right in time for us to get poisoned. Stay back if you wish. I don't think there's anything that we can throw in a hurry. We can try and get out of this. You know what? I don't think we got poisoned there. Oh no, we did. Well, that's okay. Bridget's here to help clean up. Towards the end of that horde. We can't see for a moment, but instinct guides us. As we stand barely on the gory, messy remains of countless dead, all around us, many of them lie. 46 regular zombies, 20 tough zombies. Yeah. There was a few of them here. More than a few. A town's worth. The people of Deep River. They were once breathing, living people like Dusk, like Bridget. But they are no more. They are something else. The dead that walk our streets. Dusk, with her claws out, covered in that kind of black goo bile that leaks from these things smiles. She has adapted. She has evolved. Maybe she's strong enough now for Stewartstown. For what lays in wait beneath the city. And the next will go down below the ground, with Monster Killer, and maybe with Bridget in tow. We'll need everything down there, I think. But, Legionnaires, that is us for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, consider leaving a like or a comment. For now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.